Welcome back to another episode of Bumps and Bugs. Today I am doing the follow-up video for the Coleman Electric Thermal... this thing... I forget what the entire title is. I think I just broke it. Look at that. Well, that just popped off. Well, that's not good. I fixed it. The follow-up video... well, that's not looking good for Coleman, is it? For the Coleman... this thing. Why can't I think of it? Cooler! The Coleman cooler! Follow-up video. We've been using it for about 3 months now, and that is with a lot of on-the-road travel. And we have put drinks in here, we've put cheese in here, we've put cold food from the grocery store that we've picked up, like antipasta. I picked up an antipasta the other day, put it in this cooler, and we drove for about 5 hours. I took it out and it was like I had pulled it out of the fridge. We were keeping the vehicle at roughly 70 degrees, so the inside of this was staying at roughly 50 degrees, which is awesome. And I was able to take it out, start munching on it like I just pulled it out of the fridge. It was great. When we are putting colder things in here, we are taking these ice packs, which they're not frozen right now, they've been in there for a minute, and I've taken to putting the rack up here at the top, and I put the ice packs right here. There's an inlet port for where the air comes in, and I don't know if you can see that, it's kind of dark on the video. And there's an inlet port here, and I put the ice packs right next to that inlet port, and it cools the air down even more, keeping the inside of this just above freezing, actually. We've put ice in here, and ice cream, and all that other good stuff, and it's stayed cold, and not entirely frozen, but cold enough to the point where it's not thawing out and becoming soupy. I mean, we can take the ice cream out and start munching on it again. And the cooler has been really cool. Really glad we got it. It takes up an entire bench seat, though. Well, not the entire bench seat, but an entire spot at a bench seat. I would turn it this way, except it has a tendency to roll over. I guess it doesn't look too bad like that. Maybe I'll leave it like that. I don't know. Definitely make it easier to get into. One of the things we found we don't like is this right here. This is great. Having this much cable. It's currently plugged in right now, so this is half the length that it would be completely stretched out, because it's doubled over. It's currently plugged in over there at one of our DC ports. Having this length of power cable is great, except it doesn't retract. And if we can make any changes at all, if we could change anything at all about this cooler, it would be that this cable would retract into the unit somehow, or have somewhere inside the unit to store it, so it's just not out there, because it hasn't caused major issues yet, but I can see that being a problem with getting caught up on stuff. I leave it plugged into the DC port almost all the time. That's a key operated DC port, meaning it doesn't have power going to it unless the vehicle is on and running, which is great because then it's not drawing all the time on the battery. I have kept an eye on the battery when we are running down the road, and that doesn't drain on the battery at all. It doesn't cause any extra drain. So as long as the engine is running, this thing does its thing, and it's great. It's quiet. The fan is extremely quiet. Never even really hear it on, even when it kicks into running hard. It's a very quiet, like whooshing noise. You barely even notice that the fan's on. So when the vehicle's running and this is really going hard, doing its job, you don't even hear it back here. We can have conversations at regular volume, and then you don't even hear the cooler. Oh, what else can I think of? I don't really know what else I could think of. Is there anything else that you can think of that you would like me to answer? Because really, I mean, that's really all we were looking for, was something that we could put in the vehicle and would keep our food cold going down the road, and not be a massive drain on our power, on our battery. So if there's anything that you, the viewers, can think of at home that you would like to have answered, please put that in the comment section, because that's really all I can think of to answer. We will be having a GoPro, this thing right here. You can't see it because I'm recording with it. Another review coming out here in the next couple months. I want to use the GoPro for at least like 6 months before I do a follow-up review of that. Just so I've really used it and really learned my way around it, and figured out the ins and outs for the most part. There's already one thing that's not looking good for the GoPro, that it's given me issues 3 times now. So I will definitely be adding that into the video. I don't know. I'm not even really saying anything useful now. It's just me just jabbering. Is anybody even still really listening? Is anybody watching this? Let me know in the comments section below. Hit that subscribe button and the bell icon. Yeah! I'm not putting my face in this video, by the way, because it's hot in this vehicle. It is hot. We're in Florida right now. It's 80 degrees outside. It's like 100 in this vehicle, and I'm sweating. I'm sweating so bad. It's bad. It's like a waterfall on my forehead. It's bad. So I will not be making an appearance. We saw an alligator yesterday. Over on the opposite bank of the pond over here. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna go for a walk. So, went for a walk yesterday morning. I'd go for a walk frequently in the morning. And over there, I even took a picture of it. Maybe I'll just post it in the video. Over there on that far bank over there, there's a little alligator sunning itself on the bank. And my daughter and I walked around. There's like a little porch area over there that you can walk around on. We saw eastern chicken turtle and a American soft-shell turtle. Down in this area, I guess there's 2 alligators that like to sun themselves right there on that little bank. I'm gonna come back here later and see if I can't find them. There's some minnows down in there. I don't know if you can see those through the reflection of the water. Some minnows down there though. Really like this park. I might do an entire video on this park. Would anybody be interested in an entire video on this park?